This is Payman Javadi. I am doing a program called Topics with Mr. Javadi. And this is my episode about, the first episode actually, about Persian culture in Greeley, Colorado. The program more specifically has to do with a band called Persian Music Ensemble. And these are people that basically help preserve Persian culture here in the United States, more particularly here in Colorado, more particularly here in northern Colorado. Greeley is a town that's a little bit south of Cheyenne, Wyoming, and a little bit north of Denver, Colorado. So we're in the middle of two famous towns, and we have a number of minorities here in this town, and of course Iranians are part of that. The person who's responsible for that, for this maintenance of Persian culture here in Greeley, Colorado, is none other than Farzin Azar. And we're at his house right now trying to do an interview with him about what he does with the preservance of Persian culture. And we are particularly in his basement because this is where it all happens on Tuesday nights. And it's become sort of a famous place. And I also have jokingly told Farzin over the years, because I've known him for many, many years, a wonderful person. I have jokingly told him, and in front of others as well as himself, that he is the Iranian embassy here in Greeley, Colorado. And I joke about that like Safarat Iran dar Greeley. I joke about that because in a way, I mean, it is a joke, but at the same time, you know, it's humor, but at the same time it has so much truth to it, because he is so able to bring the Iranians here in town together and do so, and he also organizes so many events that have to do with Iranian culture and Iranian music. They've played at the university here in Greeley, they've played in Boulder, they've also done music programs in Denver, a number of them, and so he's very, very involved in the promotion of Iranian music and what it has to do with the traditional Iranian culture. So, without further ado, we will shortly here turn it over to Mr. Farzin Azar, and we'll start asking him some questions. Thank you very much.
This is Farzin.
Okay. Here comes Farzin Azar. Hello, Mr. Farzin. How are you?
Salam alaikum, salam alaikum.
How are you, sir?
خواهش میکنم تشکر کنم. آقا پژمان.
خواهش میکنم.
آقا پیمان خیلی خوش
خوش اومدید.
Thank you very much.
بشینیم اینجا. تشکر میکنم. خیلی خوش آمدید. چه خبر؟
Well, خوب هستیم و ما واقعا خوشحال هستیم که اومدیم. He's asking me how I am doing, and I'm saying I'm fine and everything is fine, and we're here to do the program. I should be also doing this in Farsi, but I'm doing it in English because, you know, a YouTube audience is so much English speaking, so that's why I'm doing it that way. But your forgiveness for my doing that. Mr. Farzin, let me just start out by saying, why don't you introduce yourself to our audience? A little bit about yourself.
First, I am very happy that you guys started to do all these things together. It's not an easy job. It's not the things. Your time and his time, I appreciate it. I hope people that you guys are looking to this clip, enjoy it. That's all we can do, and get a lot of information about us. My name is Farzin Azar, and I came to United States about 40 years ago, over 40 years ago.
40 years ago, really? Wow.
Yeah. And I tried to find Iranian people, and because I grew up within sociality and everything, so the first thing I looked for, it was to find some friend. No hamburger, no, what do you call it, the restaurant. I wanted a friend. So I found a lot of good people. the very good one, your father,
Yes.
and the mother, Mrs. Malaga. These are the ones that I first get in touch with them and saw them. Best people, they are out of this world and they leave a lot of memory for me at least.
Well,
for
thank you,
themselves.
thank you. Yeah, they passed away a long time ago. Yeah, yeah.
So,
Thank you for saying that.
so the one way I find out,
Yeah.
I went through this family and the other people find out that your mom was very good in music.
Yes, yes.
So I thought music is the best things to get enjoyed together and make the other people also enjoyable for them.
Mhm.
That's why we get together.
That's right. That's right. Mr. Farzin, it's my understanding that you do this program, this event here in the basement, Tuesday nights.
Every Tuesday.
And it's my understanding that it's been about 20 years. Am I right on that?
Yes.
20 years?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Over 20 years.
over 20 years. So you've been doing it every Tuesday night pretty much.
Yeah.
Over 20 years. That's a
Sometimes
long...
I was sick or
Yeah.
the weather was so cold in winter, we had to close it.
Well, I mean,
Otherwise,
that's just human. That
Yeah.
these things happen, emergencies and whatnot. But God forbid, of course. But overall, I mean, most Tuesdays,
yeah.
you are doing this program, and you're doing just such a great job.
Yep.
So why don't you talk a little bit about why you did this program, and then we'll get into the details of the program.
Well, when I come over here, I was very involved with the friends in Iran
Yeah.
due to my place that I was born, and I wanted to build up some friendship in here and to get together and help each other, and our unity can help the society of partially in this town.
Right, right.
That's why we needed the people, and the best way to get together, there are always three things. It should start from where we are, when we are kids.
When we're kids, yeah.
There is number one is food.
Food, yeah.
International food, international sport, and international what?
Music.
Music. These things bring the people
Bring
together.
people together, yeah.
So the best thing that I find, because your mother was in music, I thought we started with that. So with 4 or 5 people, we started to come over here, and there was a friend that is not here anymore. He was playing accordion, and your brother, Pejman, and Mr. Hojjat, and a few others, they come. And then for the music, they all came in here. When they all started to come over here, I had to make the situation something that when they come in here, they feel that they are sitting in Iranian room.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why if you show them, Mr. Pejman, if you see them around, you can see there is no chair except the people, so you can take the picture.
Yeah.
Pejman, show them. This
Yeah.
is just like
Some,
Iranian way.
yeah, the pictures of Iranian people, things about Iran, things about the Iranian culture, a lot of pictures in this room. It's just surrounded as an environment of healthy Iranianism, and it's just a wonderful moment for people like myself who just feel rejuvenated with the culture when we come here, and we have a little bit of experience with the food and the music, and it's wonderful to be a part of. It really
So
is.
actually,
Yeah.
this kind of the situation that you saw to the pictures,
Yeah.
it's not convenient for America.
That's right.
American, they get used to it to sit on the chair.
Yeah,
So they have to sit on the floor. When they sit, they say, "Oh, this is something else.
this is different. Yeah,
different."
yeah,
So
yeah.
they enjoy it, and it's good physically if you can sit. A lot of people in this town cannot sit on the floor.
Yeah,
Because-
in Iran, we refer to it as khaki.
Khaki,
Like you're same with the earth.
Yeah,
You're
same
sitting
with
down.
it.
Khak means soil. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we are all
Yeah.
Khaki, and that's why people that they come from Iran in here, they feel that they are in their house, they
Yeah.
are in their town. And that was, I started to make up this, and for the joke, for all the people that coming from the different culture, I just joke with them, and I said, you know that, for example, if you come for the first time, I said, you know that you should sit on the floor. If you have some excuse, you should bring the paperwork from the doctor. so
because you don't accept excuses.
Exactly.
If you're not going to sit on the floor, I better see a paper from the doctor, yeah.
And then little by little, this place get understand for the other people. And then the people came, as you see, all the pictures, they come over here from different city, different country. People that they are very famous, they came over here by the chance, and they come in here. That's why we're up to here, try to make some.
I know one person, he passed away, but I know one person that, God rest his soul, who came here, was Abdul Wahab Shahidi.
Oh, one of the big, great one,
Yeah.
Mr. Abdul Wahab Shahidi, that's, his picture is over there.
Yeah.
And while he was coming here, there are a lot of people coming to see him too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why.
He was a famous Iranian singer, right? Singer and musician.
Singer, yeah.
Yeah. And so he happened to be in the Denver area, and he heard about Farzin.
There were a lot of people from UNC, they came over here.
Yeah.
And like he said, they invite us to go for the public musician playing Iranian music for them in a few location and time that we went there.
That's at the University of Northern Colorado.
Yeah.
You also played University of Colorado in Boulder.
In Boulder.
And you also played University of Denver.
In the park of town.
Park.
2 or 3
University of Denver too,
Yes.
or no? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was
in Denver, yeah.
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 There was a wedding.
Yeah.
They invited us to go
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
So a lot has happened. You work hard at it. You have a lot of involvement. And let's talk about that involvement with this program in particular. What do you have to do to prepare for it every Tuesday?
Well, when it comes at that time that they were coming too much, then I find out that I should keep that in a very formalized, formal. So one time per week, and because it's public and it's food on it, try to, at the first beginning of the ceremony, we have to provide food. So I should know what time and how many they come. So they put it through the newspaper. We wrote it down that if they are going to come over here, you should call between 12 o'clock on Tuesday to 1 o'clock and let me know how many they are planning to come at 6 on the
every Tuesday, 12 noon to 1 o'clock p.m., they have to call you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Farzin,
Yeah.
is there any get together tonight? I would say no, or I would say yes. So I said, how many people? They said one, me and my wife, me and my friend. And then after 1 o'clock, I know how many people I have guests tonight. So from that time, I start to build up the food and prepare. Of course, I prepared the night before, at least for minimum of 5, 6, 7, but sometimes they get more, then they had to add it up. Then those interested people, they come at 6 o'clock, and it depends on the seasonal. You know, in summer, because the light is too much, it comes later, before 8, 7, because for them it's hard to leave the outside and to come over here when it's 5 o'clock. There's still sun on all the thing. So in the winter, it will be around 4:35 because it's dark earlier. The days are short.
Right.
So they come, and then first we go to that room, eat, and then we come back in here, they sit down, and the musician, we have Mr. Persian play keyboard,
Piano, yeah.
and we have a person,
Claire,
play
violin,
and then the drum, Jesse,
yeah.
or it used to be
Hojat.
Mr. Hojat has come. Now he has busy, and once in a while he comes and help us again. So
Well, that's great. So your band is not a really large band. It's just a small one, but with that small band you do so much.
Yeah.
And it sounds like an orchestra.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And that's just fantastic what you do. By the way, I should also mention that Claire is actually part of the Greeley Philharmonic Orchestra. So she's a classically trained musician, but she just loves doing this, and she does such an outstanding job. I'm hoping later on in the channel, because I just started the channel, but I'm hoping later on in the channel to include some of the clips that I have from previous times. And I also, which by the way features Claire, but I'm also planning on being here next Tuesday to do some recording from the basement itself while the program is happening, so that you all have a better idea as to what's going on with the crowd and maybe their reaction and so on. But speaking of the crowd reaction, what have they said to you over the years? I know the Greeley Tribune did an article on this in 2018.
When you go to the public, there is always radio, television. You work for the radio, you know what's going on.
Yeah, for a while, part-time I did, yeah.
So when we finished one session in the park, it was about 2000, I forget the name of the day. It's the last day of July. What do you call it? Parking?
Oh, 4th of July? No, not 4th of July. The arts picnic.
Art picnic.
Yeah.
At art picnics, they are coming about 4,000, 5,000 every day.
That's an event in Greeley every summer.
So they were invited us to go over there and perform our Iranian music, plus belly dancing. That it was a lot of people we had around us, and from there, partially we became famous. Anybody called is from those areas, from outdoor.
Mm-hmm.
And then from those people, they invite different place. So we went to the UNC and the other park and all those things.
Yeah. I know that I've just heard nothing but great from everybody who's ever been here. Yeah. And Pejman, my brother, and I, we always talk about
as you see the pictures, about so far, I can tell more than 1,000 people came here and went. Some of them, they were guests to live in this town, or they were family, they came to visit our Iranian culture.
Yeah.
And between us, we had a student from the music program. They came over here from Japan, from China. The picture is all around here, and they had very fun when they come over here.
Yes. Well, thank you for what you do. Pejman and I, my brother and I, who's, by the way, recording this right now. Thank you, Pejman. Mm-hmm. We have talked a lot about this basement and what goes on. What a wonderful place it is, and we're so thankful that it exists. So I guess all I can say is that look forward, everybody, to the basement recording, which I'm going to do in about a week, and then I'll post it when it's ready. Also, I'll try to include some of the previous links on my channel. I'm going to ask Farzin for permission. I don't know, because there's already one on YouTube with Joe in it. When Joe was here, he's in Germany now, but when he was in the States, he used to play bass. And so I'm going to ask him for permission to try to
it will bring up the history back again.
Legally, to work that out so that I can put it on the channel, since it's not mine. But there's a lot that's happened here, and we're so thankful for that. It means a lot to us because, like Pejman and I, as an example, we have a sister, and there's my wife here in town. And of course my kids, but we don't really have any other family from Iran, and so for us that family is Farzin, and
thank you very much.
We are very thankful.
As me, I feel you guys like my family, like my brother. So much for 40 years, it will make the brother each other.
So it really means a lot to us, and I hope that it's been enjoyable and informative to you all to watch this. This is Payman Javadi with Topics with Mr. Javadi. Thank you very much.